Hi, my name's Raina. Welcome to episode 4 of Beholding Out for a Hero, where the side track is the main track. If you're a fan of D&D, you're in the right place to listen to some amusing hijinks. If you're not a fan of D&D, you're still in the right place to listen to some amusing hijinks. We're excited that you've continued listening to our podcast, since we're just amateur podcasters who decided to record their D&D sessions and release them into the ether. We hope you enjoy this episode.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that actually sounded somewhat in sync on my end.
Which means it's going to be totally off kilter.
Yeah, I might have been a little early. Everyone sounded synchronized on my end. I just sounded extremely early. Yeah, that's how I felt too. Okay.
I think that's good though, because there's always a delay.
Yeah.
Because of how you got it. Our voices have to go up into the clouds and connect to a satellite and then be beamed back down to our computers.
Beam me up, Scotty.
You're not wrong?
Ain't that some funky shit? You remember Carl Sagan said that? Ain't that some funky shit?
No.
Welcome to Cosmos. I'm gonna show you some of the funkiest shit you've ever seen.
Nope, I don't know this reference.
Was it called Cosmos? Might be something else.
Hello, and welcome back to Beholding Out for a Hero podcast. I am Nico, the DM for this campaign, and this session's question is...
Bless you.
Bless you. That's not a question. I don't know, what are we feeling?
What were the question options? What is your go-to order at the Soggy Chicken? What would you steal from your ex's place? What does your character think is the backstory behind the name of the Wet Eagle?
I actually kind of want to hear that one. if nobody else has a preference.
Nico, did you make up a backstory for the Wet Eagle yet?
I did.
He did.
There's a canonical backstory for the Wet Eagle now. What does your character think that the backstory to the name of the Wet Eagle Inn? Wait, was that a full sentence?
Is. I think you're missing the word is.
It sounded a little off, but... you forgot a verb.
There were certainly words in there.
What do you think is the story behind the name of the Wet Eagle Inn? Let's go Popcorn John, because John hasn't gone first yet.
Oh, geez. Let me take a sip so that I can return to Patches mode. Here's my theory. I think that it became the Wet Eagle Inn because they have a beautiful garden, and in the beautiful garden, there's a bird bath. And an eagle got in the bird bath. And that was somehow significant.
Love it, but you also didn't introduce yourself.
Oh, shit! Hey, what's up? I'm John, and I play Sergeant Patches. That's me. I'm Sergeant Patches. Should I try that again?
No, that's all good.
No, that's perfect.
Hi, I'm Raina, and I play Jem. Jem, honestly, she thinks that the Wet Eagle Inn is straight out of some how-to manual for certain activities that should not be named on a podcast.
Wait.
And that's just what she thinks. And she's probably wrong.
It's the name of a maneuver?
Like you would find this in the Karma Sutra?
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't there like a crucifixion technique in ancient Roman times called the eagle something? What? What?
Probably. Knowing the Romans, yes.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh, I don't know if I read it in a book and it's real or I read it in a book and it's fake, because, you never know. But there was a technique someone used to kill someone by spreading their lungs out.
Oh, the blood eagle.
Yeah, that one!
That's a Viking thing.
Okay,
Ah.
I thought I was going crazy for a minute, and I was like, where did this come from?
Yes, it's real. Yes, it happened. Vikings, not Romans.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
They do both love to get nasty.
It's true.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I play Miki. Miki doesn't have a concrete theory, but she assumes ketchup is involved.
Ketchup?
Ketchup and an eagle, and I don't know how.
All right.
For the way you said ketchup?
Those are the two genders, I think.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I play Kitty with an IE, the gnome artificer who thinks she's human. Kitty thinks that the wet eagle is some sort of secret menu item at the Soggy Chicken, and the owner just really loves the wet eagle so much that they named their inn after it.
Alrighty. So the two people who haven't done session summaries are Patches and Miki. Who wants to go?
I wasn't there for the first half of the episode, so I don't know how I would summarize it.
That's okay. Who says the session summary is supposed to be useful?
I'll do it just to get it over with, because I don't want to do it. Okay. Last session, as far as Miki remembers, we said goodbye to Perrin and Illidan after Perrin unsuccessfully tried to mount the lion with wings. He's really lucky he didn't get mauled to death, because I saw that going a whole lot worse. They left. They took the eagle with wings and the dragon, jumped off the train. We got off the train after Jem scratched me up with her nails, and I got sweet retribution with my rings. So all's fair in love and war, I guess. In the station, we ran into a courier who, in a box, inexplicably, because he won't tell us why, was Sergeant Patches, who's my old friend from way back when, which is great. At some point, I sexualized him to Kitty, I think, by accident. But it all got cleared up when we went to the Soggy Chicken after we went to Jem's ex's Nyx's place, where we met Vicky and Mrs. Colville. I understood absolutely nothing of what was being said, and I guess I have a lot of questions for Jem now. At the Soggy Chicken, after the apartment, when Jem finally got her own clothes and isn't wearing my clothes anymore, Patches took off his helmet, and he has a pink head, because he's a pink teddy bear. And so the random accidental sexualizing thing got cleared up, which is really great, because that was awkward. That's it.
I am so sorry. I'm going to be eating again. I took down timestamps.
Oh, we know. It's fine. It's fine. It was easily edited out last time.
At least we're at a restaurant this time.
Yeah, y'all are in the Soggy Chicken. It's fine. Jem just went for seconds. It's fine.
It's thematically appropriate.
I'm eating a burger.
Alrighty. It is currently about nearly midnight. I don't know if you guys are finishing up your meal or if you guys just started, since Patches just took off his helmet to reveal how he's gonna eat.
I mean, it doesn't really explain a lot, right? Just because he took off a helmet. It doesn't actually explain how he's gonna eat.
Does his mouth move?
Yeah, it does.
Yes, do explain, John.
He has like the little teddy bear snoot, but it actually opens like a mouth.
Okay.
And there's just kind of a stuffing and void in there.
Like Muppets?
Yeah, kind of like, it's Muppet-esque, for sure.
Oh no.
Oh, how do you move? How do you eat? Do you poop?
Do you eat?
Do you poop?
What? No. Gross. Do you?
But if you eat, where does the food go?
Is it little like dust bunnies?
Oh, is it dust bunnies? Does it come out as dust bunnies?
Okay, so I saw a doctor about this, alright? Technically, he wasn't a doctor, he was a spiritual shaman. But he explained it to me like this. You know how magic, you can make something? Like if you cast a magic spell, you can be like, boom, now you have a hamburger. And he's holding at the wet chicken hamburger in his hand. You can just make that magically, right? You can also destroy stuff with magic. Things like disintegrate. The matter that makes that up, the goo that's in there, just goes away. And that's kind of what my buddy does, is it takes that goo, it takes the physical goo and turns it into magic. And then that's just where all of it goes. There's no waste. It's very elegant. But your frickin' meat bits leave all kinds of nutrients on there.
Yeah, what about it?
I'm just saying, you could have been designed better. If I had my way, no poop anywhere. Gone.
That's fair.
Out of here.
Yeah.
But it gets recycled, Patches, into the ground for more crops that we then eat and then poop and repeat.
See, that just sounds like a bad time. I don't want to eat any poop crops.
Or you could just throw it at people.
That's worse. You do see how that's worse, right?
No.
I think we're gonna get along.
She's done it before. Don't tempt her.
Kitty's gonna turn to Batteries, who's just been like sitting at the table. Batteries, do you eat?
Does Batteries talk?
I don't think we ever decided.
Is Batteries sentient? I don't think Batteries is sentient.
I don't think so. Yeah. Because technically Batteries is a construct, so...
So no. So anything that Batteries does is controlled by Kitty.
But can Kitty make Batteries talk?
Oh.
Or is it like a Build-A-Bear situation where she like recorded her voice once when she was making Batteries, and that's all that it can say?
Oh, so Batteries is actually a Kenku.
Not even a good one.
For now, I'm gonna say Batteries cannot talk. Although if Kitty wants to have programmed a few like pre-recorded messages to activate at certain times, whenever she wants to, like yeah, that's fine.
That is explicitly within the Artificer power set, so...
I'll think about it. I do have a magical tinker ability, so I can make Batteries talk with that.
Oh, wham bam.
No, but right now Kitty's just asking questions to her cannon that is not speaking back.
It's just part for the course.
Mm-hmm. You're probably used to this, Gem, seeing Kitty just talk to Batteries and Batteries just sit there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Can Miki try throwing her voice like a ventriloquist?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a performance check.
Alright, I'm a bard. My performance mod should be great, right? Right?
But are your dice?
Charisma. I put no modifiers in performance, so you know.
As you do.
That is a 12. Oh, no, sorry. Plus Jack of all trades, plus my mod. That is a 15.
Yeah, you pretty believably throw your voice to where it seems like the source of it is coming from Batteries. Although, without Batteries, without you being able to control Batteries to, like, move to, like, I don't know, whatever you're speaking as, it's not as believable, but it does sound like it's coming from that direction.
Yes, Kitty, I do eat.
Kitty's eyes are gonna widen.
So are Gem's.
And then Kitty's gonna be like, chicken! More chicken! We need more chicken!
I got you.
And she's gonna call out. She's gonna call out to the whoever's working, who probably knows Kitty. We need more extra raw chicken here for the rabbit, please! Please!
I will warn you, Kitty, I have no exhaust pipe.
That's fine, he doesn't either.
So is it just gonna rot inside?
But he, and then Kitty will point at Patches, He said it just melts inside.
That's for me. I don't know about him. Or them.
As we have never tried this experiment, Kitty, I do not know where it will go.
All right. We're figuring this out. I'm going to stand. And I'm going to, straddle is a strong word, but gonna, stand in such a way, like a dentist, just roll Battery's head back, pry open the mouth if feasible, if applicable, and just take a look inside and see if I can figure out what incarnation is going on here.
Yeah, I don't know. Kitty, does Batteries have a mouth that can open?
The mouth? Yeah, I would say it probably opens because it's they are an anthropomorphic bunny, and Kitty would have tried to make them as bunny-like as possible.
Yeah. Jem, you pry open Battery's mouth and you see some rabbit teeth.
Are they real teeth or
Oh my god. Oh my god.
They're metal.
Yeah, everything is metal.
It's all metal. In the shape of rabbit teeth.
There's an actual rabbit in there piloting it like a Gundam.
Soon enough, your extra raw chicken order comes out.
Okay, Batteries, you have to tell me if this makes you feel bad.
Kitty, I would much rather prefer carrots, if available.
Ew.
Oh my god, we're not made out of money here, Batteries. You're getting the extra raw chicken.
If you insist.
This feels... I'm uncomfortable. I feel like I'm intruding on something.
And then Kitty is going to hand the chicken over to Jem because she can't reach Battery's mouth.
Yeah, I got this. I'm just gonna, literally just ham-fisted with a handful of raw chicken. Are they chicken, breast, thighs? Is it a back? Is it a whole chicken?
When have you ever gotten a chicken back?
Oh my god, I love chicken backs.
Is it the chicken's neck? The chicken's back?
Gizzard?
It's what normally goes into the sandwiches that they serve. It's a battered and a very, very lightly fried order of chicken, but just the chicken. No sandwich bits. It's just the battered fried chicken. And you probably know from Kitty's order that the outside it's fried just enough to kind of get the outside crispy. The inside is still raw.
But it's medium rare chicken. You got it.
No, it's raw chicken.
Yeah, it's raw chicken. It's very rare.
I think I'm going to vomit.
It's chicken pokey. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine. Salmonella is not a thing here, right?
Yeah, so just with a full, a handful of raw chicken, I'm gonna use my knee and my hand to keep the mouth propped open, and then just shove my fist as far into the mouth cavity as I could possibly manage.
Can I make an assertion that I think would be funny about this world?
Sure.
Salmonella as a disease doesn't exist. Instead, there's just a guy named Salmonella who comes and beats you up if you eat too much raw chicken.
Sure. Yeah, it's just another one of those weird things that happens in Sharn.
Oh yeah, Sam, I know him.
Oh, you know Sal? Great guy.
I love that guy.
While Jem is doing this to Battery, I can't say this with a straight face in you.
Say it, Ashley. Say it.
Miki is going no.
Does Batteries have a uvula?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. It's just a throat to something you
Okay.
can't see.
Can you feed me in more humane portions.
Shut up, batteries.
Batteries, how are you talking with Jem's fist down your throat?
Yeah, you're surprisingly articulate.
Does Batteries have a uvula that's just a trigger? You can just pull it.
That'd be terrifying.
I have a mechanical voice box. It is not connected to the functions of my mouth. In the corner, Miki is silently dying of laughing.
Yeah, so Jem, you can take the time to shove 2 whole raw chicken sandwich fillings down Battery's throat.
Yeah, and once that's done, I'm gonna just keep the mouth pried open and like have my face like right up in it to watch what happens.
Elaine, could you roll me a d20?
Oh boy.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna feel so bad if I've...
Natural 1.
No!
Okay. Don't worry about it. As you were. Keep going.
Oh no!
What'd you roll?
Oh no! I got a 1!
I don't know what Batteries is doing while Miki's making all these noises.
But it's fine, he doesn't have a uvula. We're fine.
Batteries, buddy.
I think it's probably more that you have his fist down his throat.
Batteries, buddy, are you okay?
They seem fine.
Any gastrointestinal noises coming through there, or is it just like silence?
Nope, just Batteries as usual.
Batteries, does it taste good? Do you like it?
Kitty, I have no taste buds.
God dang it. Okay, note to self, make taste buds next time.
Other than that, this was a passably pleasant experience.
Patches, can you taste?
You know, that's a great question.
All right, let's try it out. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to Patches.
Are you gonna straddle?
Please don't straddle me.
I'm telling you, it's a strong word.
Iki, I got a question. How'd you end up rolling with these folks?
They appeared. Quite literally. That's about it.
Well, there you go, I guess. What got you so attached to them?
Aren't they just adorable? And she's gonna reach over and ruffle Kitty's hair.
Kitty's currently got her ear pressed to Battery's stomach to see if she can hear anything.
Everything sounds normal.
Yeah, they're pretty great. I'll give you that one.
Kitty, do you enjoy my digestive noises?
I don't hear anything.
I have no digestive juices.
Then how can you make noises?
The same way I make these noises. Artificially.
Huh. Is it just gonna sit in your stomach then? So now I have extra raw chicken if I want it later?
Oh god.
It's not refrigerated though. That'll get bad.
So?
You'll have flies and stuff, and you don't want those following you around. Ruins ambushes.
Flies are just more protein.
For your sake, Kitty, I would listen to the pink bear. Please eat whatever is in my stomach within the next 24 hours.
You've already eaten it.
Well, in case it doesn't digest like Patches does.
For the record, I'm not pink, I'm salmon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pegged you more as coral.
Coral's kind of an orange.
I always thought you were more of a blush, but okay.
Cotton candy floss?
Salmon is fine. The others harm my masculinity too much at this current moment.
Please do not prescribe to the tenets of toxic masculinity. I assure you it is unnecessary.
Yeah, what Battery said.
I'll make a note to work through my issues later. Toxic. I'm gonna write that down.
As you guys finish up your meal, you guys are noticing it is quite late. Probably past midnight. getting close to 1-ish, maybe.
Perfect time for fries.
I'd like to get somewhere so I can stand and look vacantly into a corner for about 4 hours.
Oh, you do that too?
Yeah,
Nice.
I do that instead of sleeping.
Yeah, me too.
So we only need to pay for 2 beds?
Well, I don't stand, but I can sit down just fine.
So 2 beds and an armchair.
I do like having a bed, but, that's just a quirk from my past.
Can we get rooms that specific at the Moist Talk?
2 beds and 2 armchairs? The Wet Eagle. Let's not. I feel like.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
If we go in and we give them the wrong name, they will be offended enough to kick us out. And we would prefer, we as a collective of people who've been awake for.
Probably come into 24 hours at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We as a collective of people who've been awake for almost 24 hours would like to get a bed or 2 and 2 armchairs tonight.
Okay. And then Kitty's just going to stuff the rest of her food in her mouth.
Kitty, if you cannot finish, you may store the rest inside my stomach.
Right in your mouth, ma'am.
Yeah, that.
Jem's just gonna walk with like a chicken fillet just hanging out of her mouth as they go.
Yeah, can do.
I think Miki has been like eating a basket of fries at this point. And that's just it.
Ooh, do they have any shakes?
Sure. Yeah, they can have shakes.
All right, let's get some shakes.
Are they chicken flavored?
Chicken flavored shakes?
I'm gonna have to say no.
Do they have huckleberry?
Sure, they can have huckleberry.
As we're walking, I just want to whisper to Miki, I don't even have an appetite, but it's been totally ruined.
I don't know what you're talking about. This has been great.
So y'all walk and talk all the way from you guys you guys were still in Dragon Eyes. You guys mosey on your way over to back to Roan's Gate, where Miki knows the Wet Eagle is. With Kitty's help and with Kitty and Jem's help, you guys navigate quickly through the city and skipping over what would be otherwise watched areas of the Black Arch as you cross that district.
Anytime we're out in the open, I'm keeping eyes on everything.
Could you roll a insight or perception check for me, Jem?
Uh-oh. Sure. Both are good, but perception's better. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
For 26.
Ooh.
I see all.
You get the feeling that you are being watched while within the Dragon Eyes district, but that's not particularly unusual for you.
Mm.
As you leave that district, so too does the feeling of being watched leaves as well.
Do I see who's watching me, or is it just like the general feeling?
A general feeling.
Okay.
Like anytime you look around, you don't see any particular person that catches your eye.
Okay. But that doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm nervous.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Oh boy.
The further you are from Dragon Eyes, the more confident that you are that nobody is tailing you.
Okay. That's all that matters.
I think that because it is so dark now that it's in the middle of the night, the little cat paws that light up on Kitty's shoes as she walks are a little brighter.
Soon enough, you guys do make it to the Wet Eagle, which is a not particularly large-sized inn. And as you step inside, who's going first? Not that it really matters.
Miki, probably.
You step inside, Miki, and you see some things that are familiar, but many things that are new. As what strikes you as new in this lobby-ish room, as you come in and the bell rings from above the door, there are large tapestries that are now hung on the walls on every available wall that has some sort of radial pattern to it. This lobby is now crowded with many plants as well, and there is a faintly, actually no, it wouldn't be faint. There's a fairly strong odor of burning sage in this lobby as well. Can you roll me a history, Miki?
Sure. That's probably one I put no points into. I was right.
Yeah, what are you, a monk?
That is a, what is that? 6s or 9s? That's a 6 plus 0 plus 1. 7.
Okay. That it is what it is. As soon enough, since it's so late in the night, there's nobody immediately at the door, but upon hearing the bell, you do hear the sounds of somebody getting up to greet whoever has come in. And it is the familiar owner of the store. Miki, you would know this owner by sight. This owner's name is Adrazen Mirasatra. Adrazen is a elf who has
A
coppery skin with black hair and black eyes. He's
Hot.
what's called? Not particularly.
Oh.
He's younger looking with a round, youthful face, and he wears a plain shirt and plain pants with a familiar long blue navy vest with gold embroidery and matching sash tied at the waist. There's a golden hairpin holding his hair in back in a half bun, and while his vest looks nice, it's slightly worn as you get a little closer to inspecting. The first thing as you guys come in, you see that he immediately scampers for something on the counter and tosses some stuff in your direction that seems to be salt. As you look at the bowl that
he just threw pocket sand at us?
as you look at the bowl that he's holding, you do see that it is a bowl of salt. As he says, "Welcome to the White Eagle." Oh, Miki. Oh, this is truly most fortunate. Are you planning on staying soon? Do you have any are you busy by chance?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, Adrazen, it's not that I'm not busy. But what the fuck?
I do apologize for this rather unusual greeting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a trying week of great misfortune and bad luck, I suspect.
Oh, that's not a gimmick?
And so you're salting and saging it out?
Yes, in hopes that it gets better. The lobby usually isn't like this. I've even and gestures to the numerous plants in the lobby have brought some plants that are said to be good luck, and as are these tapestries. I'm really at my rope's end with whatever is going on here.
Can I recognize the plants?
That's what you rolled for earlier.
Oh.
You don't particularly know of them, but as he says that they are like supposedly for good luck, you do remember that some superstitions say that these plants are good for good luck.
Kitty's gonna elbow Gem's. What's at elbow level? Her knee?
Yeah, what? I think that'd be her hip, probably, right?
I feel like Kitty's head would come to Gem's hip.
How tall is Kitty?
3'5".
It's definitely not the hip.
You know what? I'm gonna just go compare heights really quick. But yeah, what's up?
She's gonna like whisper, "Con?
What?
This guy's obviously like super paranoid about something. We could con him, right?"
You know, we could. But are we we're out of territory at this point, Eco?
Yes, you are.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, hold on.
You said we left Dragon Eyes.
Yeah. But that's like just where HQ is, yeah?
Dragon Eyes is their main district, but like, generally speaking, Lower Tavrik's Landing is.
Yeah, maybe not here.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sorry, kid. Listen, I'm all for a good con, but I think we've stepped on enough toes today.
Okay.
As Miki is catching up with Drazen, he does vaguely mention things about bad luck, but says that you can. It's not a problem that's going to go away anytime soon. So if you would prefer to rest, I know it's quite late. We can readdress this in the morning.
Yes, I have probably been up close to 24 hours at this point, so if you have one bedroom with 2 beds and 2 armchairs, that would be amazing.
I'm good to go. I've been in a box.
Were you in a trance in that box?
I was just big chillin'.
Do you have your helmet back on? Or are you just a pink teddy bear?
Oh, he has his helmet on.
Oh.
Well, we don't have one room with 2 beds, but we do have 2 rooms, both each having their own bed and their own chair seat in the room as well, if that's okay with you.
That sounds wonderful. However, if I'm going to help you tomorrow, I would like a small discount on my stay.
Of course. We can. You can pay me tomorrow morning. We can sort this all out tomorrow. Go get your rest.
Perfect. All right, I'll take a room, I'm assuming with Sergeant Patches.
You mean you don't want to have a sleepover?
Oh yeah, I gotta grill him on where he's been.
Sleep over.
And why he was in a box.
Walking you to your rooms, he says that any room is available as the inn is currently entirely empty.
Oh.
Are these smoking rooms?
Usually not, but there's literally no one else here, so just don't make a mess.
Fantastic.
Hey, I'm gonna actually slow down and talk to the innkeeper. Are you all right? You're looking a little spooked.
Well, it's been a lot of unusual coincidences this past week, which is why I was really hoping to get Miki's insight on whatever had happened and hopefully work towards a solution to something.
What happened?
Just a lot of. There was no particular singular incident, which is why it's so strange.
Can you maybe talk a little more plainly, or do you want to save it for breakfast tomorrow?
I can go over all the details tomorrow morning.
Are you sure you'll see the dawn? With all these things happening, are you sure you'll live until tomorrow morning?
Can Miki hear this, or have they just diverged past at this point?
I mean, Jem probably pulled him aside, but I don't know. Is Jem being particularly secretive about this?
When is she ever?
Yeah, so you can overhear once you see them like stopped and talking.
She's like leaning over like whatever podium or host stand or bar or whatever he's behind.
There was confidence in his face when he said like, oh, we can work it all out tomorrow morning, but the more you press the issue, the more he seems to waver in that confidence.
Miki is going to poke her head around the corner and be like, Jem, if you don't cut it out, you're not going to see the dawn.
Okay. Hold on. Just give me a minute. And then I'm going to lean in really close where I'm like 2 inches away from his face so he can smell all of that soggy chicken cuisine on my breath. And I'm going to go, hey, elf to elf. Are you from the islands?
And a look of confusion passes over his face. And which islands?
Never mind. No wonder you believe in ghosts. See you later.
And it waves you guys off with a confused good night. Alrighty, you guys are left alone in whatever rooms you choose, divided up in however you guys choose.
I'm assuming Kitty, Gem, Mickey, Patches.
Probably.
Let's just shake it up a little bit.
All right, Miki gets Kitty.
Nah, that's what tomorrow night's for.
Huh.
It's okay. We'll have a big sleepover, a big girls' night tomorrow night.
Okay.
That sound good to you, Miki?
Sure. I mean,
And I will also be there.
You're one of the girls.
Hell yeah.
yeah, I was going to ask, how does Patches identify?
Patches uses he, him pronouns.
Good to know.
Actually, should we just do a quick pronoun check across the board?
Sure. I imagine Miki is a she, them. She's not picky as long as it's not masculine.
Gem is she, her.
Kitty is she, her, and then batteries is they, them.
And the DM?
And the DM is here.
It's just here.
Present. That's my pronouns.
There's so many NPCs. Y'all. It's if they're important, I'll tell you.
Miki is going to pull Patches into their room and start getting ready for bed, but is also like, all right, so the crate?
It was, it's cheaper to mail something than to get on a train yourself. That was really my thought.
And you said you were running from someone? Do I need to be worried? Do I need to reach out to our friends? Do they need to be worried?
Oh, no. It was just, the mercenary company I was with took a job, and people got mad. And that's all it was. I was just escaping some heat.
That sounds like I need to be worried, Patches.
Oh, they probably, they probably won't follow us. If I change my armor, they probably won't even know it's me.
They don't know what you look like at all.
Not as far as I'm aware.
You didn't leave behind any pink fluff?
Does Patches shed?
Just throw them in a washer with some scent-free Tide, and we're fine.
I got nicked a few times, but I doubt it left anything that would be identifiable.
Does Patches have DNA?
But the moment you think you see someone who may be coming after you, you let us know. Okay?
Yep, 100%.
Alright, then I won't grill you anymore, and I'll let you have your secrets.
Nice. Hey, did you rob that train?
Why would you ever think I'd rob a train? You've grown up with me.
I don't know, the other two seemed a bit, less than studious.
You're not wrong.
Whoa, Kitty is very smart.
I like to think that both of us have glasses pressed up against the wall, listening.
Definitely out of character comments.
We didn't rob a train, per se.
Oh.
We robbed a person on a train who happened to be storing all of his expensive possessions in one singular train car.
You ruined a man's life?
I mean, yes.
Miki, I'm so proud of you.
Don't you dare tell anyone. They don't need to know.
Oh, come here. And I go over and I hug you.
You just hear the oh.
But because he's in his armor, it's really not a fun teddy bear hug.
Okay, get off.
Okay. Alright, you go ahead and sleep. I'm a little bit wired, so I'll stand here, and if anyone comes through the door who's not invited, I'll spear him through the chest. Sound good?
Before we escalate to spearing anyone through the chest, can we take it down a few notches and you like gently knock them out so we can ask questions?
Sure.
Okay. Deal. I'm going to sleep. Good night.
In the other room,
We remove our glasses from the wall.
tinkering around with batteries just to make sure that they're all right and that the raw chicken didn't actually damage anything.
Yeah, as far as like function checks go, and any mechanical checks, everything seems fine.
And the chicken's just sitting there.
He's just not talking anymore.
Yeah, batteries, why aren't you talking to us?
Batteries, you were so talkative.
Was it something we said? Was it because I shoved my hand down your throat? I thought we were friends.
In her examination to make sure batteries is all right, can she check to see if they have a vocal box?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Yeah, an Arcana check.
I rolled a 5, so that's an 11.
Nice.
You know, you are really uncertain. When you built batteries, like, that was, like, a way long time ago, and, like, now you just kind of, like, they are what they are, and you're looking over Battery's mouth, and you're like, I don't even remember building this, but you did, because, you know, they're here, but you're like, did I put that there? You really can't remember.
You know, Jem, I can't... Shoot, I think Motor built the mouth part, so
Oh,
I can't tell.
yeah.
Maybe it's glitchy, because, you know, Motor's work is not always...
Woo! Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Say no more, I got it.
Anyways, are you alright?
Yeah. I mean, the food from the Soggy Chicken has given me like a little bit of indigestion. I'm just not used to eating fried foods like that. But, you know, it'll pass. I might just be gassy.
Okay.
Just heads up.
Just wanted to let you know, I don't know how long the fart smell will last, but hopefully it will stay long enough that Nixie will smell it.
Oh, right. You farted in his apartment. Or their apartment, yeah.
Well, I didn't. I just, the little pebble, you know.
Yeah, more or less, you know. It's fine. As long as they get back there eventually. It lingers, you know, it'll stay in the curtains. Remember that one time you released a fart in our apartment like 6 months ago? I was still smelling it 2 months later.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So trust me, it stays. And even when you think it's gone, you'll sit too hard on a chair, or you'll, you know, go to use your favorite towel, and there is just something that wafts. So yeah, it happens. So they'll be smelling it for a while. Something to remember me by. But, you know, sorry to drag you into all that this morning.
It's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Well, I appreciate you running with me, and, you know, it's could have gone a lot worse.
I wasn't gonna let you do that on your own.
Thanks. Yeah, hopefully it all blows over soon. So, they'll get over it. They're a big kid.
Yeah, if not, screw 'em.
Yeah, and if they don't get over it, well, that's not my fault, so...
That's okay. And if they're super upset, you can just come home with me. That's fine.
Yeah. I'd love to meet your Aunt Carly. She sounds like a firecracker.
Oh, she's real fun. You know, when we first met and she picked me up, I thought she was going to eat me. But she didn't.
Really? Do you think she'd eat me?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Nah, that's okay. I'll tell her not to and then you'll be fine.
Alright, cool. As long as you just let her know.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go dream of, like, I don't know, my past lives or whatever. So, I'm just gonna, like, lay down flat on the floor and just, like, conk out.
I want to cuddle with batteries.
And with that, everyone's going to drift off into a peaceful night's rest. everyone can go ahead and take a long rest
Woohoo!
and recover all your spells and stuff.
I was reading my magical tinkering and I realized it doesn't actually tell me how long it lasts and when the effect goes away. So
Oh, yeah, so if I recall correctly, I believe magical tinkering lasts for as long as until you do the next thing. So, like, I think there's, like, a limited number of things that you can set up, so if you can only set up, like, 4 objects with magical tinkering, the first one is gonna end when you make a 5th one, if that makes sense.
gotcha. Oh, I only have 2, so that means it's gonna smell there for a while.
Yeah, so if you don't use your magical tinkering, it could smell, like, indefinitely. Hypothetically speaking. But it does work like FIFO, so, like, it's like whatever you do first gets replaced first.
Okay. I believe, therefore, it was the second one. So. Okay. Oh no, that means batteries has been smelling like fart this whole time.
You can will it to stop, but, like, if you don't, like, make it stop intentionally, then it's whatever runs out first is the first one.
Okay, yeah, I think I definitely would have made batteries stop, so.
I like to think Jem and Kitty are like nose blind. Like how, you always smell like cat litter. You just stop smelling it after a while.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be, like, extra rank just to make sure that they can both smell it. It just gets more and more rank every time they do it.
Miki, like, is too polite to say anything, so it's been smelling like farts, and she's just, like, been kind of breathing really shallowly with her mouth this whole time.
We're stinky.
Just a couple of stinky gremlins. Alrighty, let's take a break.
Hey, if you made it this far into the podcast, thank you. We poured a lot of time into this, and we're really thankful you're still sticking around. If you want to learn more about this podcast with character art and fun facts about the players, characters, and the DM, you can find us at Beholding Out for a Hero on Instagram and twitter.com/BOFA podcast. That's BOFAH podcast. And now, back to the action.
Everyone wakes up late in the morning because y'all went to sleep so late, or at least Kitty does. I don't think anybody else needs to sleep for that long. Wait, how long do tieflings sleep for?
Miki, right?
No, Miki needs to sleep a full night, right?
Miki has to sleep like 12 hours because she's... No, just kidding.
Maybe Jem and Patches can get early morning breakfast after our 4 hours.
I just stand in place for 6 hours and then I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are welcome to roam around earlier if you want to.
Yeah, I think Jem would probably get up, have some coffee with like some Kahlua in it.
Yeah.
Something to eat.
Yeah, can do. For breakfast, there's simple, like, breads, cured meats and cheeses, and spreads and stuff like that.
She's like still slightly hungover from yesterday in our first session where we all got trashed, except for Miki, I think. Or no, just Jem got trashed.
Mostly just Jem.
Mostly just Jem. So she's still a little hungover, but she's gonna have, if no one's in the kitchen, she's just gonna go in and help herself, make some beans on toast and like whatever they have.
The owner's probably out and about and serves breakfast if you want it. And
Bold for someone who thinks this place is haunted.
we'll assist with you if you want anything else that's like not being served.
Yeah, just like the full like lumberjack special.
Yeah. Eventually, everyone wakes up and drifts down to the main lobby area, eating area in the front, all well rested.
Batteries, how you feeling today, buddy?
Oh, is Miki downstairs yet? Are you downstairs?
Yeah, I'll say everyone's downstairs at the same time. Elaine, could you roll a perception check?
16.
You think batteries might be starting to get a little stinky?
Stinky!
Oh.
It's very, very faint. You have to, like, sniff real close for it, but, like, because you've been, like, attentive to batteries, it's a little stinky.
Miki, under her breath, goes, "Good morning, kitty. I feel exceptionally well rested."
Well, you're little.
Did you not sleep well, kitty?
I think we gotta clean you up, buddy.
Oh no, is it the chicken?
I don't know.
I would like to remind you, kitty, that you made me in an herbivorous form. Herbivorous? Herbivorous?
Yeah, that's right.
Batteries, you're thinking of herbivorous.
Okay, that didn't feel right in my mouth. You created me in a form that doesn't eat meat, so maybe we should stick to your original plan.
What do you mean?
Would you consider filling me full of carrots next time?
Wait. You definitely eat meat. What are you talking about?
Have I before? I don't remember this.
Batteries.
Well, not you, but the animal Huh?
Could I, like, walk up alongside Kitty and look at batteries like a concerned parent? It's like, you've always eaten meat. You eat meat with all of us. Ooh. Are you a vegetarian now? Ooh, batteries, I don't know if we can keep you anymore.
That's fairly discriminatory. That's fairly discriminatory, Rain. Attempt number 3. That's fairly discriminatory, Gem. I don't appreciate your tone. Miki has been drinking her, like, coffee and
Toast.
eating her tea. Toast.
Is ventriloquism a skill that you picked up recently?
I feel like with our background in the circus, we all have some small skill of ventriloquism.
Okay, I've probably seen this happen.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like the reputation Miki has as a goody two-shoes in the circus is like, if you've seen it happen, you've only seen it happen like once, because she usually lets everyone else be chaotic.
It's sort of relative. Everyone in the circus is absolute buck wild, so by comparison...
Miki pulls it out for the big occasions. Like now.
Kitty's eyes narrow at batteries.
Gem's eyes narrow.
Are you an imposter? You're not. What's going on?
All right. Get him on the table. We're going to rip him open.
All right, batteries up.
I'm going to grab batteries by the pits.
And then, as if I'm doing surgery, I will start tinkering on batteries.
Wait.
What?
This might have gone too far, but I have been doing the battery's voice this whole time.
Huh?
Insight check. I don't believe her.
Yeah, you can roll an inside check.
What am I rolling? Authenticity?
Persuasion?
Yeah, you can roll persuasion if you want.
That's 14.
Yeah, you can tell that she's being honest.
You...
I got a 15. That's
Nice.
not bad.
All right.
No, I figured it would be very fun, but I'm now a little disturbed that you had a carnivorous rabbit, Kitty.
Well, I didn't have one. That's why I made batteries.
Have you used batteries to tear people apart and eat them?
No.
Insight check!
Do I have to answer that?
Just 2 seconds too long. No. You have it all wrong.
More insight checks?
Go ahead and roll an insight check, and the other two roll whatever accordingly.
I don't know. I didn't even say anything. What do I roll?
Can I inspire myself?
Sure.
Can I give the help action by just glowering through my helmet?
Nah. Miki's already using inspiration.
Ooh. 10.
That'll be a 12 plus 6 from Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, God.
Plus
Stop, you've already won.
3 for insight. So that'll be a 21.
I don't even know what to roll. I didn't say anything.
Well, I guess it would depend on whether Kitty is trying to hide or redirect attention. That I would consider that deception. Or if she's just trying to.
I feel like Kitty just froze.
Tearing headlights.
Yeah.
I can insight into that.
Gem's gonna step up, and first of all, she's gonna drop batteries like a sack of hot potatoes, and just walk up to Miki, put one leg up on the table, and go, "Listen, no, you got it all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We don't use batteries to tear people up.
Well, we do that part.
You're not helping me, kid."
Batteries doesn't eat people, but they do tear people apart. Sometimes. Just sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's not their main purpose, right? And they're not eating people. But, we've had run-ins with a few dangerous folks, and it would just raise more questions if, there was a body lying in the middle of the woods. So, you have to get creative about it. That's all.
Batteries will tear somebody apart, limb from limb. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to say it right now. I was like, oh, okay.
Batteries does not eat people. Batteries, up until last night, never ate anything.
Yeah, speaking of, I should probably get that chicken out.
But when Motor decided it was time for me to be able to build my own friend, because I had the skills for it at that point, I wanted one of those cute little things that I saw when I was alone. Because they were alone too. Because now we're friends.
See, are you gonna judge a little girl's dream like that? She was alone. She saw rabbits and she found camaraderie. Like, what's wrong with this?
Well, first, I think it's very sweet that Kitty not only built herself a friend, but also, I feel like protector is a strong word. Companion in death?
God, it's so beautiful.
As much as you have an impression of my rather hesitation to commit crimes or, commit crimes, I did grow up with people like this, and I just gesture to Patches.
What?
Who have no hesitation whatsoever. So I feel like I would be the last person to judge this particular course of action at this time, ever.
So when you say people like Patches, do you mean knights?
Teddy bears?
Patches, how would you describe us?
Us being like a background?
Yeah, like everyone we grew up with.
Probably a oh shit, I can't think of the word. a multi-background collective of entertainers.
Who are outcasts from general society.
Yeah, that's good.
See, and so are we.
Right, which is why I'm not judging you.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Are we entertainers?
Well, I'm a fortune teller.
No, but Jem said so are we. Are we entertainers?
Oh.
I would hesitate to call us that. I think a lot of people would not find us entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you're a lot of fun.
Yeah, you too.
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan. Us or you?
That's the word. Cosmopolitan collection of people who love to drink cosmopolitans.
Okay, I can respect that.
What's a cosmopolitan?
Bougie. 1%ers.
It's a drink.
Oh. Yeah, I don't do that.
Drink.
Did you pull out a Russian accent?
I know, I was like, where did that rolled R come from?
It's we called it a circus cosmopolitan, and it was just vodka.
Lots and lots of handmade vodka. Homemade vodka.
We would pour it into a big kiddie pool.
I don't know that it could really be defined as vodka, because we didn't usually have potatoes.
Was it Shine?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Oh, it sure did shine.
What would you say your occupation was? Is?
At this point?
And at this point, you can see the elf approach your table, the owner of the store.
Hey, you lived!
Yes, I assume you knew since I was serving you guys breakfast.
Hey, you could have been possessed.
Hopefully not.
Don't listen to her. She just likes causing trouble. What is going on with your establishment? Also, take the tapestries down. They're horrible.
I mean,
Are they helping?
I guess that's a fair point.
Then take them down.
They're literally nightmarish.
All right. So Adrazen goes to take down the tapestries while telling you about what has happened so far. I think I first started noticing this unusual set of coincidences about 5 days ago when I had quite a few people staying at the inn. Not all one party, but they all left at the same time. And since then, I haven't had any customers stay for more than a single night. And that's unusually low foot traffic, but that's kind of unusual for this time of year.
Yeah, with those eyesores, I wouldn't stay here too much longer either.
Quick question, because I got my numbers mixed up. How many people were staying? Did you say 5, or did you say 5 days ago?
I said 5 days ago. There were 6 people staying.
With 7 geese.
7, 8, 9. There's your answer.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Did any of them give you a reason why they've left since?
Well, they all were leaving. They all left at the same time, which was unusual, or not the same exact time, but the same day. There was one person who, when I asked, they said they couldn't say why, which was fair enough. It's not always my business. And then there were a group of 3 that said that they felt sick, and then the last 2 said that they had urgent family matters.
Would you classify the time they left as early morning, midday, in the evening, closer to midnight?
They all left around either midday or early evening.
Is it possible they just gave you bad reviews on Fantasy Yelp?
I don't think so. I'm not sure, but they were all in similar states of great hurry to leave, and I also thought that was an unusual coincidence.
Did they all stay in the same area? Like the rooms were all in the same area?
Not particularly. No patterns to the rooms that I noticed.
Did you hear any noises from any rooms?
Nothing out of the ordinary beyond just regular conversation level of noise.
No one screamed, no one gasped, no one dropped anything.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
Were there any events happening in Sharn during that time? Like a convention?
Let me check my calendar.
What day is it?
It is Thursday.
in Sharn.
Fantasy Thursday.
Fantasy Thursday.
Fantasy Thursday.
I don't remember what the name of Thursday is in Eberron, but it's Thursday.
Thursday.
But there were no events of note in at least in this area.
All right. So you didn't hear anything. Do you have any ideas what you think it is?
It's all so unusual to me that I had no leads to speak of when investigating, which is why I thought I would ask you for some insight.
Well, you're saging and salting the whole place, so that does raise a certain question.
Well, I hear it's good for a turn in good fortune. Or at least that's what I was hoping.
It's more of a cleansing. However, have you gone into any of the rooms that they were staying in?
Yes, to clean them out, and there wasn't anything particularly unusual about any of them. I mean, a few of them were sick, so that one had some vomit, but besides that, I mean...
Did you check under the beds?
Or the floorboards?
No.
Or in the mirrors? Or behind the mirrors? Or in the, like, rafters?
Should I be checking all of these things?
Yeah.
All right, and he gets a paper to write down all the things that she said.
Yeah, because if someone cursed the place.
While this is happening, I would like to use my divine sense.
Sure.
It allows me for the next 6 seconds. It's not very long. It's until the end of my next turn. So I guess for 12 seconds. I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover. I guess that wouldn't really help because there are walls.
Do it anyways.
I'll still give it a go.
Yeah, you can do that and like wander around a little bit.
It's just this guy.
Nothing catches your attention in any of those categories.
Can I determine what his demeanor is? A Drazen's demeanor?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Doop 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 doop. Wow. Rude.
A natural 20, huh?
That'll be a 7.
Oh boy. From what you can gather,
Has he recently grown a mustache that I can't recognize his facial expressions anymore?
no. From what you can gather, he seems to be worried about the business. And he's not. That's, I don't know. Nothing is glaringly like, oh my god, he's hiding something. With a 7. just.
Hey, Drazen, where are you from? You're not from the islands.
I'm from Sharn.
Oh, you're from Sharn, okay. Never trust. I'm gonna turn to the group. Never trust an elf from Sharn. Ever. Not even subtly. I'm just gonna announce that. Alright. Yeah, then it really makes sense why you're acting like this. Okay. So does anyone have it out for you?
Not that I know of, although apparently just existing as an elf in Sharn is enough to warrant judgment, and he looks at Jem.
Listen, you're not from the islands, so, like, it's no wonder you're so earthly, like, it's kind of a bad look, but, I mean, you can
Eventually,
live your life.
Miki's just gonna slap a hand over Jem's face again, like over her mouth.
Yeah.
Just the whole face.
The whole face. Ignore her. What do you want us to do?
Well, I was hoping you could maybe take a look into why this is happening, or what I should do about it, or I don't know if you do readings anymore, Miki. Maybe that would be helpful.
Oh, yes, of course.
And if you guys can solve whatever problem,
Do you think it's a spirit that's haunting you?
maybe? I have no idea. I have no experience with the spirits.
Has anyone died in this inn in the last year?
Be honest.
In the last year.
2 years?
Let me see.
10 years.
Nico, have I had any jobs in this inn?
No, you haven't had any jobs.
Okay.
In the alleyways near this inn.
Yeah, anywhere close by.
2 seconds.
While we're talking, I am ritual casting Detect Evil and Good, which is basically the same thing as Divine Sense, except with a little less range.
Sure.
And it lasts a lot longer.
For 10 minutes, right? That one?
Yes, but it also adds Aberration, Elemental, and Phase to the pot.
Okay.
So as long as they're within 30 feet, I know that they're around.
As for if anybody has died here, not that I recall, although I haven't owned this particular establishment for a very long time. But it's mostly travelers, so it's not like many people stay here for long enough to die of whatever reason.
Have any of your guests reported nightmares?
They all didn't say much when they were leaving.
How about anyone before this particular night?
Before this particular night, there weren't a whole lot of people staying here, but they hadn't reported to me anything unusual. Whether or not they had more nightmares than normal, yeah, if they did, they didn't tell me about it.
Do you have a pearl worth 100 gold?
No. Sorry, I don't.
Shame.
Do you have the names of the people that stayed here?
Yes, I do. Hold on, let me get them.
And their ages, weights, star signs, and social security numbers.
Were they hot?
And were they hot?
Blood type?
And their favorite meal at the Soggy Chicken.
Yes.
You know what? I'm just gonna say that Adrazen pulls out the ledger for who is staying in what room for how long, and you can see the various names of people.
And what are they?
All 6 of them, Nico. With their 7 carrots, or whatever the fuck I said before.
Okay, there is
Bob Dylan?
Priya, Toma, and Constance Draga that were all part of the same party. Hope somebody is writing this down because I am not.
No, can you repeat those?
I'm writing them down.
Okay.
That is the name of all of our characters for the next season, right?
Priya, Toma, and Constance Draga. I assume Draga is then a shared surname, or only one person has a surname?
All a shared surname.
Draga, party of 3.
And then
Marlena Jail.
I've been in that jail.
We don't need to know that about you, okay?
Like as in a penitentiary.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
I guess this brings up the question.
Don't ask it. I know you don't you dare.
He does not have a beepus.
That wasn't gonna be my question. But it was related.
what was the question?
No, it's okay, Bo.
Does Patches fuck?
All right, Nico, better get that Warforged lore ready.
You know that alignment chart that's like fucks, knows what sex is, doesn't fuck, doesn't know what sex is? Patches is in fucks, doesn't know what sex is. Whoever wants to make that alignment chart for the whole party, feel free to send that to us at Bofa Podcast on Twitter.
Don't worry, I'm already making it.
Make that the first post.
Oh, God.
This is all you need to know. You don't even know who the players are. It's not important.
Alrighty. So those are the names of the people who were staying here.
Do you want to read them all out? Because this is an audio podcast.
Oh,
This
yes.
is an audio medium.
Prima, Toma, and Constance, all with the surname Draga, were the three people who left when they saying that they felt sick. And there is Krista Circes and Daisy Nisha, who had left citing urgent family matters to attend to, and Marlena Jail had left without saying why.
Okay, so she's the one.
Okay, before we jump to accusations, well, first, let's determine a price before we do any work for free. Never freelance. And then let's inspect their room. And then if necessary, we'll hunt them down in the city and find out what their stories are.
Yes, I don't have much to offer, but I can offer you 40 gold for your investigation efforts, and if you solve the problem, you get free room and board whenever you're in town.
Like, for the rest of our lives?
Until he goes broke.
Sure.
Cool.
Never mind that that's the worst horizontal line I've ever drawn in my life.
It's funny because it's right next to a horizontal line that's already on the page.
Leave me alone.
There is no way that Kitty knows what sex is. 100%
Yeah,
wrong.
wait a minute. I feel like Kitty and Miki need to be switched.
I don't know.
For the sake that I might keep this in the episode, Patches is fucks but doesn't know what sex is. Gem is fucks and knows what sex is.
She was engaged.
Kitty is doesn't fuck.
I mean, Jem is correct.
Kitty is doesn't fuck but knows what sex is, and Miki is doesn't fuck and doesn't know, and I feel like Miki and Kitty need to be switched.
I think I'm totally right. So.
Miki is a bard. She totally knows what sex is.
Oh yeah, prove it.
Bards don't have to know, to be fair.
Well, Miki knows what sex is, but doesn't bother with it.
I love that this sounds like Jem drew this up at the table. She's like defending it.
Yeah, debating over where they are in the square.
She's like, yeah, ghost and all, but like, look at this chart.
Justin is like, wait, but my problem.
I cannot tell what most of these words mean. Are they Elvish?
I feel like it would depend on your definition of no.
Depends on your definition of fucks? I don't know.
No, Kitty definitely knows. Kitty definitely knows.
Yeah.
From her environment, she's been exposed a lot.
Yeah.
We can just put batteries in doesn't fuck and doesn't know.
Yeah, we need to put Kitty and Miki in the same square, and Perrin is in doesn't fuck and doesn't know. Okay, Adressin. I think those terms are good. The free room and board must apply to everyone in this party, regardless of whether or not we're here together. But other than that, yeah, we'll look into your problem.
Oh, perfect, thank you. And yes, free room and board for you all. And although I can't always promise you guys each individual rooms, depending on how busy we are, but I will do my best to get you whatever rooms you need.
That's perfectly fine. Alright, while Jem is absorbed with her art project...
It's for science, okay?
While Jem is absorbed with her science experiment, do you want to show us the first room? We should start with Marlena Jade's room. Jail. Marlena Jail's room.
Sure. And he leads you to one of the rooms across the hall from where you yourself were staying.
Did Marlena Jade also stay here?
Not that I recall.
What about Marlena Jake?
I think just the one Marlena. Or at least recently.
That's what they want us to think.
Okay, what about Martina Jake?
Well, you are free to check the records if you would like.
It's all coming together.
And he's going to skeptically look at Miki for confirmation.
They're just covering all the bases. Don't worry about them. Don't even think about them. They're not here.
And he kind of nods. This room has been cleaned since she had left, but this was the room that she was staying in.
Okay, we would like to enter the room. Me, Patches, Kitty, the silent batteries, and Gem writing furiously on a piece of paper.
I like that batteries comes first in this order before Gem.
Gem is busy, I assume.
Working on things over here. Sorry.
Does my detect evil and good detect anything?
No, it does not ping anything. This room, as you guys are looking around in it, is much like your own room, with a single bed. This side does not have a window. Your side does, but single bed, a few basic furnishings like a dresser and like an armchair, and not much else.
I'm gonna look under the bed.
I don't even know where to start.
He wouldn't give me a pearl, so I can't cast Identify. So I'm just gonna look.
Can I tap on the floorboards and the walls?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Everyone who is scrutinizing this room with a magnifying glass, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I am doing that. Oh, dude.
Lola dice, don't fail me now. Ooh.
Let me ask you a question, Nico. I don't know if you're prepared for this high of a roll. What would a 3 get me?
You certainly notice that there is a bed in this room. Like there's one bed, and it's certainly there.
So they had a bed in here too. Curious.
It appears so, Patches.
I light up a cigarette.
I got a 13.
I too got a 13.
21.
Gem, from you lazing about on the bed.
Like, drawing my stupid little charts. And really, like, thinking about the moral implications of what I'm, assigning to these people that I met yesterday.
You watch everyone else go about their investigation, and you're pretty certain that nothing's going to turn up. As they're examining the floorboards, while a bit old and worn, maybe a bit creaky, there is no obvious, like, cocaine stash in the floor.
Any pentagrams under the bed?
Yeah, as you look under the bed and behind furniture, in the drawers, everything seems worn but ordinary.
Okay. Well, naturally, we had to sleep in these rooms tonight.
Oh no.
I mean, by all means, it's not like there's many customers anyways.
Do I see anything, hear anything, break anything?
Break anything?
I don't know, I'm pulling at floorboards, so like...
Yeah, the floorboards aren't the kind that you can easily, like, pry up and put back down. So if you want to pry them up, you're not confident that you will be able to put them back.
Oh, then Miki probably doesn't bother because she would be uncomfortable with breaking the floorboards.
Yeah, but like tapping around, there's no obvious place to like lift them as you're looking at the floor.
Next room?
Sure. For the sake of time, leading you through the rooms that the others have stayed in, they are much in a very similar state of where through thorough searching, there isn't any anything immediately off or suspicious. No obvious demon summoning circle, or I don't know.
We might as well just check. Just in case.
Are there any hidden demon circles?
Any like Luigi boards lying around? Or
Do they all have beds?
No Luigi boards. They all have beds. They all have
Eureka!
the furnishing is very, very similar from room to room, but nothing turns up anything significant.
I guess I don't know how you're gonna do this, Nico, because we really haven't talked about the real semantics of this, but I would like to ask a spirit.
Oh yes.
Phone a friend.
I
We
would
haven't
like to
talked
call
about
the phone a
semantics
friend.
of this. Are you gonna use
Can I
your...
use my 50-50, please, Nico?
Are you gonna use your Tarot cards and like try to do a reading, or are you going to
We're gonna ask the audience.
That's how Miki communicates with the spirits, right?
She has all sorts of paraphernalia.
Does she have a Luigi board?
She does not have a Luigi board. Or a Waluigi board. She'll take out her Tarot cards, I think, and do a thing.
Okay, the spirits are answering.
But not very confidently, let's be honest.
So, go ahead and roll a... Hold on, let me take a look at the skills list really quick.
Arcana or religion would probably fit.
Yeah, that sounds good. Arcana or religion.
Let's see, did I build my character correctly? That's a no. Alrighty. Can I give myself Bardic Inspiration again?
Sure.
Yes. I assume we're not combating anything, but this could also be a foolish assumption. So that's a nat 1.
Oh,
no!
no. As you are searching for spirits to communicate, this seems like a really dead zone, not in that a lot of things have died here, but there seems to be no spirits within the vicinity. At least the immediate vicinity.
Well, Adrason, I've got good news for you. No one's died in your establishment recently.
Oh, that is good news, right? Because hauntings happen when people die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can make that an attraction if we want. We can...
That's a great point. It can be very good for business.
Yeah. Ooh, stay in the haunted room. Ooh.
That would be a good spin on things if this inn doesn't pander out for whatever reason.
The next episode, we're just doing like an HGTV remodel of the whole. Yes, so the good news is no one's died here recently. The bad news is, because, to put it in the most delicate way possible, my skill set relies on the deceased.
The diseased?
I have the deceased. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, I mean, we are in Sharn, so I'm sure that there's plenty of deceased around. Maybe even outside.
To test this, can Miki go outside the establishment and like see if there's any spirits around?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make another.
We need the
another roll.
control, okay?
She's very rarely in a situation where there's nothing around, and she's like, this gives me goosebumps.
It's a good point, though. I mean, what if it's like a stopped sink or something, and like there should be ghosts here, but now there's not because something's blocking them? That kind of makes a bigger problem.
Yeah, is the lack of ghosts actively anomalous, or is it just like kind of quiet?
If y'all want to know, roll a religion check as well.
About ghosts?
I appreciate that everyone is asking the questions for me. I rolled a 10 on finding any other ghosts.
I got a 17 on religion.
I got a 21 on religion.
Nice.
The fuck are you rolling, Reina?
My good
I know,
dice.
right?
I rolled 2 natural 19s in a row.
You guys would know that have like a highly populated city like Sharn would very, very unlikely have not have a lot of like not like ghosts and specifics, but it's pretty common that there would be spirits of some sort to be lurking around in highly populated areas.
Okay, come on, guys. If you're saving these for Instagram, Kitty is smart. She's got a 19 in intelligence, guys. Come on.
What's your wisdom?
She's not wise. She's really smart.
I feel like I feel like Jem and Kitty should actually be switched. Sorry.
I should be playing my character a lot dumber.
It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Because then when you don't have answers as a player, no one can blame you.
Fair.
Hey, future Ashley here. There's no context for the previous scene, which I've realized while editing, and this is an audio podcast. So, to clarify, and to save you the effort of having to go to our social media, although you definitely should, the second chart that Raina made during the session is as follows. Patches seems like they only have one brain cell, and actually only has one brain cell. Kitty seems like they have a functioning number of brain cells, and actually has only one brain cell. Jem seems like they only have one brain cell, and actually has a functioning number of brain cells. And Miki, of course, seems like they have a functioning number of brain cells, and actually has a functioning number of brain cells. And now with that cleared up, I now return you back to the rest of the episode.
And Miki, as for your search for spirits around the front entrance area, yeah, you are able to find some that seem to be willing to communicate with you.
You just see Miki in the corner talking to thin air again, being like, "What?"
You know, I saw this in Blair Witch once.
Okay, so Miki hasn't gone insane because she can't find any ghosts inside, and she comes back in and goes, No one's just died here in over a century at least.
We can change that.
Yeah, easily.
Please don't.
We should not.
I'm gonna look at the innkeeper.
I would much prefer to have my establishments remain corpse-free, if possible.
Boring.
I don't think that was specific enough. These two will obviously bring a corpse from outside in here.
If that's what you want, yeah.
It is not what I want. It is certainly not what I want.
I'm pretty sure if you kill anyone on the premises, our whole agreement is null and void. We didn't get it in writing or anything, so we should probably just...
Fine.
Rule number 1 of contract negotiation. Don't kill someone they don't want you to.
I mean, but it didn't say we can't.
Well, if you ever need us to...
We're here.
Yeah, just wait until we're on vacation.
Miki, can you roll a d20?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you were saying that one.
5.
5?
Oh, no.
Is that good?
We've been rolling so bad today.
Speak for yourself.
Except for Raina.
You wanted us to roll low, right? It's like golf?
Yeah, right? Closest to 1 is a bit better.
It's 5. The spirits that you ended up contacting outside the inn, Miki, have been spirits of deceased cats. They have passed recently, and are still lingering in the area. I don't know if you asked them about foot traffic, but if you did ask them about recent events, they have noticed that there are less people around this particular store than usual, but besides that, haven't noticed anything particularly unusual about this store.
Are there any rival inns in the area?
There are a lot of inns, but it's not like... Have you been here, Patches, to this inn?
Probably not.
Okay, well, Miki could probably fill you in. It's not like this inn has a particularly, oh, fuck you, rival, but there are a lot of competitor inns in the area as well.
Can I check to see if there's anything magical around? Maybe like a spell making people walk away, or like some sort of magical effect that's lingering?
Sure, you're casting Detect Magic.
Yeah.
When casting Detect Magic and investigating the inn, there is nothing of great note. Yeah, there's nothing magical within the inn itself, and no spells placed on like the doors or anything, at least on the interior.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
Would Jem, in theory, know much about ghosts with where she's from? It's like, it could be 50-50, so I'm not sure.
In some aspects, yes. But I would say she would probably be familiar with a very specific subset of non-corporeal beings, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they're like, ew, icky. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's only like one right non-corporeal being, you know.
So nothing magical in here at all. Like at all.
Which is also weird.
Like this is the most boring inn ever.
Miki wants to huddle with everyone who's not the innkeeper and goes, "What happens if everyone just really hated this inn?"
Listen, I had this guy's food for breakfast. It's no wonder that those people got so sick. I'm just saying.
He doesn't even have a cleansing stone. That's like 101.
Yeah, it's kind of shameful. Like, I don't know much about, the hospitality business, but I know enough where I'm like, this guy's not really doing it right,
Do you think maybe it's something to do with one of the Dragon Mark houses? They have that hospitality one.
Which house is that? Miranda's asking because she doesn't remember.
House Galanda.
It's the gnomes, I think. A bunch of them are gnomes, or halflings.
Yeah, House Galantis. The electronic artists.
Yeah, Galanda, the good witch of the north. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, House Galinda. Hey, innkeeper, real quick.
Yes.
What's your relationship with House Galanda?
Non-existent, I think.
That's not great.
It's not great.
No, you're like in their business.
Oh.
It's possible. Here's my working theory. So, like, since you're in the hospitality business, it's good to have, like, approval from them. Just, like, their crest somewhere, just being like, hey, we're good. Do you think maybe that's the problem?
I guess it can't hurt.
Although, I guess if this wasn't a recent development, there's no reason it would start affecting you now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
How long have you been here?
About 30-some years?
Oh, yeah. Are there any House Galanda, like, other establishments nearby?
I didn't think about that. Probably. Yeah, we'll say yeah.
I mean, it's a big city. I mean, it makes sense.
It is a big city. Yeah, there is probably one, but it's actually, I think probably it would not be in this district, but the Middle Tavrix Landing.
Are they bougie? Are they like Hilton level?
They have a variety, but they're probably not interested in maintaining an outpost like in a lower class area.
Rude.
1%ers. I don't know, I'm sunk.
I mean, should we try and find these people, or should we just see what happens if we try to stay the night again? Because, I mean, we were fine last night. I didn't feel anything.
To be fair, we did come pretty late into the night, and an innkeeper sir said afternoon, early evening.
Yeah, should we just all take a room and hang out for a few hours? And if nothing happens, then we go talk to these people?
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, I need to clean out batteries anyways.
Sounds fine to me.
I mean, it could be, we could just have a good old-fashioned ghost hunt, if that's the case. Maybe you can detect them because they're all sleeping. I don't know.
Well, if you guys are planning on investigating the other rooms, I will hand Miki. You can have these set of keys if you need to get into any room. Please don't hand them off to anybody else. He hands them specifically to Miki.
Oh, but why?
Let's make copies and sell them on the street.
Please don't do that as well.
I promise I will neither give these keys to my compatriots nor sell any copies on the street. Because when I come back, I don't want to be murdered and become one of the spirits I talk to.
Yeah, Miki and I will be real careful with them.
That sounds like a challenge.
It is not, I assure you.
Kitty, if you take these keys from me, I will keep slipping raw meat into batteries when you're not looking.
You say that like I'm gonna have an issue with that.
Bold of you to assume. The smell will bother you more than it bothers us. We're nose blind, baby.
Well, I don't want to touch your jerky or your stone, so like what?
But why don't you want to touch my jerky?
And why do you want to touch my rocks?
I spent a lot of time on that jerky.
Because they're yours. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's fair.
Kitty, if you try to steal these keys from me, I will tie you up and hang you out upside down from your feet outside the window.
Can you say that like I'm gonna have an issue with that?
You've never seen her sleep, have you?
What?
Well, I don't actually really sleep like that.
Kitty sleeps like a bat.
It's canon.
Just girly things.
Well, okay. I don't normally sleep like that. I have slept like that before.
I tried it once.
Me too. It wasn't my choice.
Yeah, same.
Did any of you enjoy this?
It was okay.
I didn't mind. I hear that all the blood rushes to your head, but I don't have either of those things.
You have a head.
What?
It was really fun getting down.
I am out of threats. Don't steal the keys from me.
Okay.
Kitty, don't steal her keys, okay?
I said okay.
See? I can be a responsible...
Is Reno or is Jem winking or anything while she's saying this?
No. I'm telling Kitty, don't steal.
Adrazin is warily eyeing everyone as there are reassurances that nobody's gonna steal the keys from Miki.
I'm being a responsible adult and telling my ward, essentially, my bestie Westie, not to steal your keys because that's wrong. And because you were trusted with this, and we can't go against the innkeeper's trust, even though they're a Charnel. But we
Insight?
we all have mistakes. We all have flaws.
That's just... Have you ever heard of the term racism?
Nope. I've only heard of gatekeeping.
What about, gaslighting?
Are you sure you've ever heard of that?
Have you heard of girl bosses?
Yes. Yeah, that's what my fiance used to call me.
They were correct. So should we go sit in some rooms for a while?
Are you doing an insight check?
Yeah, was I doing an insight check?
Sure.
Don't fail me now. Oh, you did not fail me now.
Just so I know what. Oh, I got failed.
19.
5.
Is Jem being honest about not wanting to steal the keys?
She's being honest about not letting Kitty steal the keys.
Oh, god damn it.
Classic Faye doublespeak.
Semantics. Hey.
And with that, are you guys all going to sit in separate rooms for the day?
Ghost hunt! Ghost hunt!
Well, there's only 3 rooms, right?
Yes. Wait, can I ask Sergeant Patches one thing before we stop?
Yeah.
If you eat something that's not organic, does it also get digested into magic?
You know, I've never tried it. Probably.
Hey, do we have any erasers?
I mean, Kitty's got a bag of holding with a random bunch of junk stuff in it.
Yeah, let's pull something out and try!
Yeah, go for it.
I'll pull out some, like, scrap metal or something. Hand it over.
Okay, wait, but does he consent?
I have a lot of soft pieces. I'm not so sure about that.
No. We had to give him something like a little bit better. Like, not one of my rocks.
Oh, here.
Not one of my rocks.
I'll just grab, like, some fabric.
Yeah.
That'll work. That I'll try.
Yeah, I mean, you already have cottonmouth.
I stuffed that into my gob.
Could you roll a d20, John?
In so doing, I do have to put the, like, shield of my helmet up, so I don't know if the innkeeper sees this.
Turn away.
Yeah, if you turn away, it's just fine. But he's not gonna like go out of his way to look.
Is it just a snoot?
My first... No, not first. What is this? My second roll of the campaign? That's a nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah, you it feels much like eating food for Patches, and it seems to be digesting.
You know, this feels right.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, Miki was going to stuff the keys in your mouth if you weren't going to digest inorganic materials, but...
You can put them in batteries.
With the raw chicken.
I do need to clean out batteries, though, so he will be they will be open for a bit.
I can just keep them in my armor.
She's going to tuck them into her cleavage because she can't trust 2 of you with keeping them anywhere else.
Excuse you, I am perfectly trustworthy.
You also say that like Gem or Kitty will not reach in there if they wanted to.
Yeah, you also have way too much faith in us.
Don't you dare consent. I do not consent to this.
Don't you dare consent to this.
Now there are 2 moral issues.
Alrighty, and with that, the party splits up to sit in various rooms for the day, and that's where we're going to end this session.
Hey, you've made it to the end of episode 4. Congratulations, but also, thank you. If you've enjoyed this podcast, you can interact with the crew at Beholding Out for a Hero on Instagram and twitter.com/BOFAPodcast. That's BOFAH podcast. You could also consider rating us out of 5 stars, leaving a comment on your podcast platform of choice, and telling your own D&D party about us. We want to thank the Wizards of the Coast for creating the framework of Dungeons & Dragons 5e that we're playing with, and Keith Baker for coming up with the world of Eberron that we're playing in, and Elaine's dog Rudy for being our moral support. Beholding Out for a Hero releases bi-weekly, and you can find us mostly wherever podcasts are found. We can't guarantee we released it everywhere, but we did our best. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks for episode number 5. And now, a special word from Rocco. Right, Rocco? Are you going to say anything? Are you going to scream? Are you just so surprised to be in here? You're not going to say anything? Are you shy? Huh? Rocco! Actually, he doesn't want to say anything. He's all of a sudden very camera shy. The one time you're quiet, you were just screaming 2 minutes ago. What's wrong? Rocco, it's been like 3 minutes of me talking to you, just asking for one scream. You never shut up. Like a majority of the time. What's going on? Do I just need to follow you around with a microphone? Is that what's going to have to happen here? Come on. Alright. Well, Ashley, I tried. My apologies.
This isn't really D&D content, but Reina was able to catch Rocco screaming on mic a few days later. Which, for clarification, Rocco is her cat, so we hope you enjoy this. We'll see you back here in 2 weeks.